The cost of living in the UK is rising and it's changing people's lives.
The one thing they're going to be thinking about is, oh, how am I going to eat the next day? How am I going to pay my next bill? And I think that is actually an effect, but also it's a stressful psychological effect from the cost of living crisis.
I've noticed I've definitely been eating less like fresh food. I really live quite a lot on like frozen veg because it's more affordable.
I definitely cut corners with things that I used to buy that I thought were just like treats or something. So maybe it's better to like buy pasta and not buy things that I really like and really want, but like are superficial.
It's just like we'll laugh and say like, oh yeah, this is my lunch today, and it's a bread roll with a bit of jam or something because it's like, oh, I've got no food.
My flatmate and I have been like paying loads for heating, like, and we avoided for like, I think around 3 months we were avoiding to turn the heating on because we just knew how expensive it was going to be.
You're always cold, and I know it's not good for your health, but I can't afford to pay over like £100 a month on electricity just so I'm warm.
You know, it's like I could sit at home with a million layers and blankets on and a hot water bottle and everything, or I could decide to go and study on campus in one of their buildings, and there at least I know I'll be warm.
So it's been 2 months now since I've been evicted from a property I was renting for 2 years because my new landlord decided to refurbish and upsell the flat later on, ignoring the ban in Scotland preventing landlords from evicting tenants. It's been one of the most difficult times of my life, both student life and personal life, because I can't find a place to live, so I'm homeless. I have been sleeping on floors and sofa surfing and staying with friends and family and trying to survive.
I was on Spare Room every day, Facebook every day, 3 times a day. It was like a full-time job.
We are paying more than we were paying, at least £150 more than we were paying 2 years ago. The whole thing of not knowing where to live or how you can afford it, and also when you get it, it's not something that you like, something that you're settling for.
I was so scared to leave because I knew that I wouldn't find anything else like cheaper or as close, and then I luckily found something through a friend, but if I hadn't, I think I would have stayed there. And I think that that's what's scary, is the stress of not wanting to leave somewhere where the living conditions are just not okay.
Stress I faced in terms of trying to find somewhere to be able to study probably overshadowed the stress of the studying itself.
I lost enthusiasm and I lost motivation towards my degree and towards my academics because my mind is preoccupied with real life problems rather than essay questions and projects.
At least I'm in my final year, so I'm surrounded by other people in their final year as well, and I can just sense that people are just like fed up.
Before, where I'd budget and work part-time, it would mean that I'd be able to afford to do all the fun things, whereas now it's my food shop takes priority, my bills take priority, and then however much I have left, I can then get involved. So I almost feel like sometimes I'm just watching from the side rather than getting involved.
With the price of like alcohol and, you know, just like going out to eat, all that kind of stuff going up, like you don't want to sacrifice meeting up with friends and going on nights out, but at the same time, it's like so much more expensive now.
The fluctuating price of attendance is like how you measure the economy.
I want my independence, so I don't want to like go and ask my parents, go and ask people to support me.
It is a huge challenge or a huge obstacle that persons with disabilities have to overcome in order to live an independent and free life. A life where they're going to feel comfortable, or a life that they feel that is theirs to live.
And it's a very faceless problem, unfortunately, even though everyone's just an individual that's going through this struggle. And it's, yeah, I have a lot of sympathy for that, I think.
I'm hoping that things would change, that the world would be more peaceful, more humane, or more humanized.
Things get better and things get worse, just that's life. And I think this is, cost of living crisis is not the first one we had. It was not going to be the last one we have. Because everyone else has got life to live and everyone's got stuff to go on with, and I think it's just trying to keep our chins up as much as possible.